jealousy. Because certain people from this cast, they were just focused on, which is fine. Which is fine. I don't blame them. I do the same to get traction, to get fame. I don't know. And they were mad like, oh, why is the network kissing her ass? And I don't care who believes me or who doesn't believe me, to be honest. I couldn't care less. Anyway, with that being said, during the tell-all, and I'm not watching it, and I said it multiple times, and I don't know if they have aired it, because as I said, I haven't seen the tell-all. I'm not watching the tell-all. I get sick of my stomach just by thinking about what I went through. I ended up at the hospital after that. I ended up severely depressed. I was questioning my life existence and everything. Like, I still have trauma, nightmares after that. You don't know what it is just to be there, because you have to do it, because you don't have any other option. You need the money. You have to be there, listening to a group of men yelling at you, screaming at you, calling you names, cursing on your baby while you're being pregnant. 4 hours for 2 consecutive days. Not easy. Not easy, guys. I don't wish it upon anybody. And I said it multiple times. I don't know if they air it or not. So for people saying like, oh, you didn't follow the open marriage agreement, blah, blah, blah. Guys, are you aware? But you're not aware. So how would you know if they haven't aired it? 2 weeks after we came from the last resort, Gina and I got separated. I should have never recommitted. I think that I should have never agreed to an open marriage. I should have just left him and say, you know what? You cannot give me intimacy. You cannot be a husband, not just in the affection part, in all ways. Then I don't want you. I should have done that. Stupid me. Thought that there was still hope and things could be solved. And I agreed to be in an open marriage. I regret it. As you have no idea. So 2 weeks after we came back, we called the quits, and I conceived Matty like 4-5 months after I was not with Gino at all, not living with him, no nothing. But the way he's acting at the last resort is like I was living with him and I was in an open marriage, and then I got pregnant. Like, that's the way everybody was treating me at the last resort. And I said it multiple times, like, you guys are aware. We were not together. Yeah. What happened?
You can stay alive, but I said you go in the house.
So, okay, let me put. So, yeah, it's not I broke the rules. The open marriage just worked for 2 weeks, and that was it. And then you see all these men that they have all cheated, all of them, no exception. I think that Brandon is the only one who hasn't cheated that we are aware of, acting like if I cheated on you, and I got pregnant while being married to him, like being with him. No, because Gino have done whatever he has with the NDA. He's always accusing me of things. He's always breaking his NDA, and nothing happens. He can say whatever he wants to say. He has accused me of abandoning my children when he perfectly knows that on purpose he didn't include them. And I can never defend myself. I can never defend myself. I always have to shut my mouth up quiet because I have to cater to him, cater to an NDA. And then Gino comes and he says whatever he wants to say, bunch of lies, and I can never explain, and there are no consequences. So he has a contract and he does whatever he wants. And he can say whatever he wants. He can break his NDA. He was the one giving all this blogger information when I was pregnant. He was the one telling them before anybody knew. He was the one who told everybody that I threw a shoe at the last resort and everything. He has been breaking his NDA, and the way he is, how do you say that? Rewarded is nothing happens to him. So, and I've been so strict with my NDA. I never say anything. I always play by the rules. I always just ignore, but you know what? I'm gonna do the same then. I'm gonna start saying as things happen in real time, and I'm gonna answer back to him, because if there are not consequences for him, there shouldn't be consequences for me. And period. And you know it. For the ones who have been following me on social media, guys, you know that I am always super strict. I just watch the show, I just do the show, and I keep my mouth quiet. But he is like, he has violated his NDA multiple times. So I'm going to say the same. We were not together when I got pregnant. We separated 2 weeks after we came back from the last resort. And he was in a committed relationship with the woman that he went to visit in Vegas. And her name is Natalie. He broke up with her. Then I started dating 2 Brazilian, 25 years old, 2 ladies from Brazil. And after that, he started dating a Kelly from Chicago. And then after that, he started dating another person, like 5, 6 different people. And the only person I was seeing, and I'm not even in a romantic relationship with, because yes, I got pregnant of Matt, but all we have was like, I don't know, some friends with benefits after the open marriage didn't work. Matt and I became friends with benefits, and now we are co-parenting our daughter, and that's it. I'm not even in a relationship with him romantically or anything. I still don't know what I want. So yes, and then he goes to the tell-all and starts acting like he's offended, like he's suffering, like the poor husband. Like, give me a break. Like, no, he was like already dating like 10 different women, and he was super happy. So if he can say whatever he wants to say, I'm gonna start telling my part as well in real time, and start not defending myself, because I don't need to defend or explain, just letting people know my version of the story as well, period. And that's how things actually happen. And right now, it's just me and my daughter and my dog and Matt, who helps me with the baby and with his daughter, because it's his responsibility. And we both agreed to, like, once we knew I was pregnant, we both agreed to have the baby and be responsible for her, and that's it. And bringing my children to America, and if things don't work out that way, well, I will, I don't know, move to Panama or any place in the world with my children, and that's it. And I'm not filming Single Life, so for the one saying, I'm not the one filming Single Life. Go and ask Gino if he is filming Single Life. I am not. I just want peace. I just want to focus on my babies, my 2 children in Panama, and now Matilda, and get my life together after being in an abusive relationship for 2 years, in which I was brought to this country to work for free, to be basically like a money maker, and being used and abused, and still, this person looking like the victim and making everybody believe like, oh, I'm the victim, when I don't have to prove anything in social media, to be honest. All I have to, and I have the evidence to prove it in court. In court, I'm gonna prove that what I'm saying is the truth, and I don't have to come and show evidence like this person is always like, I have the evidence, I'm gonna show it in social media. Because in social media, I don't care if people like me, people believe me. I care about proving in court what I went through, and I have everything to prove what I went through and to avoid any other person to go through this horrible experience as an immigrant, to come to a country and being isolated, being neglected when it comes to not only affection, love, financially being abused, emotionally being abused. No, you don't do that to anybody. You just don't do that to anybody, to be honest. So yeah, that's how the story is and how the story goes. No, I'm also like, all I can say that it's gonna stop with me, and I'm gonna make sure that this person never ever brings another victim to be abused to this country. Because a lot of people talk about, oh, like Americans being a scam, poor Americans, they are abused. But nobody talks about how many people are brought to this country and they are seen as property and they are used as property. And whenever things don't work out, and by don't work out is like whenever, the American person realizes that you are a human being, you have a voice that needs to be heard, you have needs and you have rights, then the American is like, oh, look at, this person is not obeying, let's send them back to their countries, because it's like, I brought you, but now you don't serve my purpose. Now I'm gonna send you back. Like if you were a broken item from Amazon, from Walmart, that you have to, let's go back. And that is what a lot of Americans say. It's like, oh yes, send them back. Like if you were not a human being and you left your whole freaking life and you sacrifice a lot of things, and you come to this country, and like a lot of people think like, yes, send them back. Like if you were literally a broken item. And a lot of people like justify that. It just says like the entitlement of a lot of, unfortunately, people in this country. I wouldn't say Americans only, even like immigrants as well, you know. And yeah, this is not an anchor baby because I came to this country legally. Yeah. And just to remind people, like, if you're not Native American or indigenous, same as me, you come from immigrants. So when you call about deportation, like you came from immigrants, and the only difference is that your ancestors came before I came here. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. So, yeah. And at least I came to this country without violating anybody's right, without colonizing or imposing my belief on anybody. So I'm very proud. Yeah. So I'm gonna give Matilda a bath.
Okay.
What time is it, babe?
7:30.
So she's enjoying this. She's sleeping. Okay, now I need her help taking this off So I was watching tutorials how to put it on, but now I don't know how to take it off. I'm so scared. Uh-oh. Ah. Now the back.
Can I unbuckle this one?
Yeah.
Like that?
I have to learn how to do it alone.
Wow.
I did it.
Look at her. Passed out.
I know, now she's sleeping because I woke her. Look at her face.
I'm surprised. She really enjoyed that.
She liked it, so I'm gonna walk her more.
Not one cry. Or
No,
nothing.
she liked it more than the stroller because the other day I was walking her in the stroller and she had a breakdown, like she was crying, she was...
Look, I'm gonna grab this and I want to show people the. I want to show people the main event. Oh, he was fighting that little pig.
Go ahead.
Fight your pig. Can they see it? Fight your pig. Ah.
Jesus Christ.
He's trying to destroy that pig.
That pig stinks like his breath.
I know.
It stinks so bad. Go, Ghost.